Let's go, no holds barred.
Round 1. Fight!
Nice try.
Don't let us be attacked.
Not enough. Nice try. Izunari. Ready? Persona. I come. I wouldn't do that.
But they might have your
Round 2. Fight!
opponent's
Izunari. Go. Nice try.
so cool.
Nice try.
Looking good.
Izunari.
You gotta play your legs.
Yes.
Go.
Go.
Ah, welcome to the Velvet Room.
I know that voice. When I look around, I see the endlessly blue space I've come to know well. It's the Velvet Room, a place where the ceiling, floor, and even walls are deep azure. It exists between mind and matter, and not far away from me sit
Did I
two
startle
figures.
you?
No, but
I'm sure I opened the front door to leave for Junez. I don't remember it ever connecting to the Velvet Room before.
I have
Or is this a
business with
dream?
you today, so I've summoned you. Marie?
Oh, hey, Marie's here. You just told me there were two. I guess you did say two figures. Maybe Igor's not here. That would be acceptable. Another figure steps forward, and Margaret, a resident of this room, calls to her.
Sorry, I asked her to do this. There's something I have to do right now.
Marie, or rather the Mother Goddess who now protects this town, speaks cryptically of a crisis.
what happened?
I can't really tell you because of the rules of this room, but you've noticed, right? Something terrible's about to happen to this town. I'll do my best to stop it. That won't even come close to being enough. So, you might end up in danger again.
I see. Marie could be said to be one of the same with this town. Any problems the town leads to directly cause problems with Marie, creating a burden on her. Marie's fighting for
Leave
this
it
too.
to me. I'll protect this town from whatever's coming.
Marie looks surprised for a moment at my words. Then she looks down and says nothing.
Marie, are you okay?
You stupid goody-goody womanizing lame-o! Just hurry and get out of here!
That's a mean thing to say to a person worried about you. Well, that is like her. Still, she may be toughing it out, but I can tell this abnormality is eating away at Marie.
It seems you still have a lot to learn. You may have noticed, but your precious town faces an even greater threat than before. Someone is attempting to merge Inaba with the other world, which you once called the Midnight Channel.
What?
Fortunately, Marie's powers are currently protecting the townspeople. But that will not last long.
What do you mean?
A town that's become a labyrinth choked by fog and silence. Inaba exists in a unique time right now. Only Persona users who have accepted their suppressed egos are able to freely move about through the evil red fog.
So that's interesting. The green fog of Persona 3 actively, protected people naturally, and the shadows really didn't hurt anyone. But the red fog could kill people except for Marie.
But at this rate, the fog will thicken, and those who cannot use such powers will be swallowed into this world.
So that's what General Teddy meant by within the hour.
This will be the third ordeal thrust upon you. Or perhaps it is the continuation of the second. Will you overcome it with aplomb this time as well?
Of course.
Go. You can do this. And as for the culprit in this case...
Interesting. Did I just get kicked out of the Velvet Room? Or did I black out? Did I suffocate? That's odd. Marie's voice is starting to sound hazy. And then this sensation. I've felt it before. It's a feeling I get when I leave the Velvet Room. Wait, no! Marie's not done yet! The culprit in this case. But before I can hear the most crucial part of Marie's message, my consciousness is slowly swallowed by darkness. When I come to, I'm standing in front of the Dojima residence. I can't just stand around here, though. As if to shake off my fears, I start running towards Eunice.
That's odd. I passed by here earlier, too.
The same sign again, and it turns out it shouldn't exist. Just like Margaret said, the neighborhoods of Inaba have become a maze in this red fog. It really is just like the TV world. I get the feeling that shadows could come crawling out from the shadows of ordinary buildings. I shake my head at such thoughts. Is this anxiety because of the fog
Margaret
too?
called this a continuation of what happened the other day.
When Lapras was thrown into the TV world, her kidnapper said, "You got the better of me this time." If that's the continuation of the other day, that means he's already making his next move. The culprit's objective, then, was to gather powerful shadows. Is that what he's setting up to do this time as well? But something's bothering me. What is it? Thinks there's something I'm missing? Just when I'm about to sort through the pieces once more, the red fog parts and I see a familiar building in front of me.
This is Juness. Why is it here?
Out of the corner of my eye, I see a figure pass by and enter Juness through the front door. It's...
Yosuke.
What a relief to see him safe, but it looks like he didn't hear me, because he keeps going and disappears into Juness.
Yosuke, wait!
I hurry after him. The elevators aren't lit and don't seem to be moving, so I ignore them and run up the stairs. Yosuke looked like he was headed for the food court on the rooftop. I have to follow him.
Yosuke!
When I call out to the person standing in front of the food court, Yosuke turns around while gripping the fence and smirks.
Well, I had a feeling someone would show up.
That's what I was thinking too. Are you alone? Where's Teddy?
Teddy? Oh, that useless ball of fur?
Something's not right. Teddy and Yosuke bicker at times, but the bond of trust is stronger than anyone else's underneath it. But the way Yosuke talked about him just now had an obvious current of disdain to it.
Really, Yosuke?
Who cares? Either way, you're done for. Plus, take a look at that.
Yeah, the not Tartarus. Yosuke points out to what's behind me. When I turn to look, I see he's pointing at something in the red haze. On the hill, behind the distorted neighborhoods, most likely the site of Yasugami High, where I used to attend, looms a bizarre, long, and unnaturally thin shadow.
What's that?
Oh, Yasugami High made its own Tartarus. That totally makes sense. When I rush over to the fence, the wind pushes away the fog, letting me see that the thin shadow for what it really is, a grotesque tower that defies reality. Nothing like any normal building. The image of Mitsuru-san's people being crucified passes through my mind. Kitty.
Don't tell me.
You understand the rules now? That's where you're headed. If you want to save your precious friends. And this world.
I squint to try and get a better look at the tower through the fence, but the fog blows in again and conceals the abomination. As I continue to stare at it, hoping the wind will change, I sense Yosuke move.
Look out, you!
As I react to Yosuke's move, Yosuke's persona comes charging in at tremendous speed, gouging the fence with its arm. What's going on here?
And 2 Yosuke's.
Don't be fooled! That's a fake me! Don't get in my way. Persona!
Awesome! I didn't expect to be fighting with Yosuke. This is cool. I wonder if I lost with Yosuke if you would step in, or if it would like make me play again. The two Jiraiya's clash fiercely, and an immense shockwave stirs the surrounding air. As the personas cross swords, what look like sparks scatter all across the darkened food court. The two Yosuke summon their personas before my eyes.
This guy's not me or my shadow. It's a fake that was made with a chunk of a shadow.
Chunk of a shadow?
General Teddy set this up. He supposedly made these things to force us to fight. Thing is, we can summon our personas here too. We have to beat them all and move on.
Oh, does that just mean we have to beat all the shadow variants? So we beaten you, now we have to beat Yosuke, and so if there's 21 characters, then there'll be 21 fights? The two Jiraiya's use the rebound of their powers to put distance between each other. Though the opponent is fake, it shows their skills are perfectly matched.
Yosuke, are you alright?
To be honest, I'm exhausted. But if this is more of the P1, we can't let ourselves lose.
Oh, so you noticed too. The culprit behind Labrys's kidnapping is doing this as well.
Right. I don't know what they're after, but let's defeat this thing and keep going. Morons! You still don't get it, do you? You're both going down here.
Well, in any normal fight, we just overpower you, but I'm pretty sure we have to fight you one-on-one.
So tough. You might be a copy of me, but there's no way you can beat you and me at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
2 against 1, huh? We're being all fair and square, but I see you'd rather play dirty. Useless vermin who can't do anything unless you're huddled together. You're completely forgetting the rules.
Wow, that's interesting. So the shadows are like extensions of the same being, because that's the exact same thing Shadow U said.
P1 climax is supposed to be all one-on-one battles. I'm not going to take on 2 of you at once. Now, bring on the ring.
The fake Yosuke's signal, 4 red pillars fall out of the sky. The pillars tower over the food court, surrounding both ourselves and the fake. They give off an eerie light.
What is this?
Come on, first come, first serve. Oh, and I guess I'll tell you something else. Ignoring me and trying to run ahead will get you nowhere. Like I said before, if you want to stop the world from ending, you've got no choice but to head to Yasogami High. Now though, you're already in the ring. Those red pillars create invisible walls, and there's no way to get rid of them but to win one-on-one. In other words, the only way you can save your world is for one of you to defeat me.
Oh, do I get to choose?
Damn it. Invisible walls again? What are we gonna do? Can we trust anything we say?
If I think about the way the previous Pre-1 Grand Prix worked, there's no reason to doubt these invisible wall things exist. There's no way to confirm what the face Yosuke is saying. And even if there was, if beating him on a 2-on-1 fight resulted in us being trapped here, it would be a hollow victory.
Jeez, you just don't know when to give in. Can't you just go on and fight when it's not against your friends? You already know it's a fake.
You.
Yes, it's the lovely General Teddy. I've been watching all this time, and what am I seeing? I poured my heart into making fakes who look exactly like you, all to set up a good fight. What more do you want?
Can it? With all that fair and square stuff you were saying, were we somehow not supposed to think something's going on with all this?
Yosuke, how cruel. I just want to feel your fighting spirit. No, this is fine with me, you know. At such a leisurely pace, the world really will be destroyed. Now, hurry up and fight to the death.
Oh, that bastard. Even the fake one's not half as cute as he thinks.
Calm down, Yosuke. Getting flustered is exactly what they want.
That is interesting. It almost seems like General Teddy doesn't actually want to destroy the world. He just wants to create an entertaining engagement. And as long as we do what he wants, no one gets hurt. Yeah, I did Yosuke last time, so it's Yu's turn.
final. Fight!
Sure you'll hardly break a sweat. Go for another one.
Persona! Persona!
Yeah, we're gonna go one more.
And you take it!
Man, I am too good for easy.
Completely invincible. Good work.
Hey, Yosuke's an announcer. That's cool. So that's why they always have you with someone else, so there's someone to be the announcer at the end of the fights. That's awesome. It's a really nice little command, or like game design thing. The red pillar surrounding us shatter, and the fake Yosuke loses cohesion, while black bubbles burst from it. What look like glowing grains of sand quietly emerge from it. As they get caught up in the fog, the glowing grains disappear into the sky.
It really was a chunk of a shadow.
You could have trusted me at least on that part, you know. Though that doesn't make me feel better about seeing this happen so many times.
Many times? Did you fight a fake version of someone else before coming here?
Yeah. It was, a fake you.
Me? Huh. Are you alright?
Oh, sure. I figured out pretty quick that it wasn't you. These guys aren't trying too hard to act like us.
I have noticed that. Before, they were really, really deceptive. I guess this time they realized that we have done this before, and so they're not wasting any time with
It's
that.
not like before when they were trying to upset us. That makes it even more disturbing.
They're not trying to hide, and they're fighting fair. That seems really fishy in itself.
Right? Well, the rule where you have to win one-on-one before moving on seems to be the same as before. But something's telling me we shouldn't believe everything they're saying either.
Yosuke's right. It certainly looks like the culprit has come to settle this fair and square. But he's also taken Mitsuru-san and the town hostage, leaving us no choice but to fight. Which means there must be a reason they're so adamant on fighting us one-on-one.
Reminds me, is Teddy okay? Have you seen anyone else?
Huh? Oh, Teddy sniffed out Yukiko with that nose of his and took off to find her. Some help that guy was. You have no idea how much trouble I had to go through to find him.
Well, you showed up just in time to save me. Anyway, I'm relieved to hear Teddy's nose is working. Let's leave the others to him. We need to get to Yasugami High. There's not much time left until this supposed end of the world.
Whoa,
I agree.
Wait a sec. That fake said the same thing, but why Yasugami High?
I don't know why, but it looks like that's where we have to go. See?
When I point to where I saw the tower, Yosuke rushes over to the fence. His flustered expression changes to surprise on seeing the tower looming on the hill past the hazy red fog.
Is that Yasugami High? What's happened to it?
We'll have to go there and find out. Mitsuru-san and her friends are probably there too.
Damn it, everything's going according to their plan, huh?
Yeah, but we have to do this. I'll be counting on your help, Yosuke. What's the matter?
Nah, you're right. It's not that there's nothing we can do without each other. It's that with each other, we can do anything.
That's right. The P1 Climax rules say we have to fight one-on-one, then we'll obey them. But we're definitely not incapable of doing anything without crowding together. Each of us can be as strong as we need to be, if it's for the sake of others, and we believe in the cause.
Sorry. Guess I wasn't thinking straight. Let's go, partner.
I nod. Yosuke looks like he's overcome his doubts, and together we run towards the Yasugami High through the maze-like town. Eventually, we reach the base of the hill, where we discover a sign with an arrow pointing towards P1 Climax main site. I figured we'd in there. It's no longer a maze from here on. There's a little bit of distortion, but it's the usual school route I remember taking every day. If I ignore the P1 Climax flyers pasted everywhere, like in election posters, that is.
These again? How much more are they going to bring up those painful memories? Whoa!
Yosuke suddenly stops his complaining. What's just come into view for both of us is a strangely decorated school building, just like in the P1 Grand Prix from the other day, and that bizarre tower that looms over the rooftop.
Holy crap! It really is on top of our school. Why is it so big?
I do have to say, so far, this game is amazing in terms of its plot. I'm really enjoying it. The plot of Arena was good. I appreciated that as well. But it was just, I mean, every story was pretty much the same. This is way better crafted.
That voice, was that Yukiko?
I don't think so, but maybe? Probably Shadow Yukiko. After nodding to each other, we make a dash toward the Yasogami High main gate. Please be safe, Yukiko. To be continued.